If you find yourself waking up more than once a night, feeling a steady pressure in your lower belly, or just sensing that something down there isn't quite right, let me tell you something from the heart. You're not alone. As we grow older, changes come in quiet ways. Not all at once. Some we see, others we only feel, like whispers from our body in the still of the night. One of the most common whispers, those nightly trips to the bathroom, the ones that leave you tired before morning even begins. That dull, unsettled feeling below the waist, that sense your rest isn't what it used to be. And here's the thing many don't realize. This isn't always just about getting older. More often than not, it's about the little things we do each night. Small habits that seem harmless, but over time, make the prostate work harder than it should. So tonight, let's take a moment. You and me, let's sit together, quietly, gently, and talk through 5 simple nighttime habits that might be adding to your discomfort without you even knowing. Not to scare you, not to shame, but to open a soft door toward better sleep, a calmer body, and a little more ease in your days ahead. Habits 1. The hydration mistake that keeps you up at night. You've probably heard it again and again. Stay hydrated, drink your water. And it's true, water helps with digestion, blood pressure, and even joint health. But here's something we don't always think about. When we drink, that water matters, especially as we get older. Let me ask you something. Have you ever finished dinner, settled in for the night, then poured yourself a tall glass of water just to be good to your body? It feels harmless, responsible, even. But for an aging prostate, already working hard, already under pressure, that late-night glass might be doing more harm than good. You see, as the prostate enlarges with age, it gently presses on the urethra, the tube that carries urine out of the body. This makes it harder to fully empty the bladder. So when you add extra water after dinner, your bladder fills faster. And your sleep? Interrupted. Over and over again. One man I met, Frank, 82, was waking up 4 or 5 times a night. He thought it was just aging. But when he stopped drinking large amounts of water after 6 p.m. and took only tiny sips if thirsty, something changed. He told me with a quiet smile, "I thought I had a prostate problem. Turned out I had a timing problem." And just like that, he was waking only once a night, sometimes not at all. Now let's be clear, your body still needs water, especially in your 60s, 70s, and beyond. But it doesn't need to carry it through the night. So try this. Front-load your hydration. Drink through the day. Be mindful after dinner. And if your throat's dry at bedtime, just a sip, not a glass. Let your bladder and your prostate rest while you do. It's such a small change, but it might just help you find the deep, healing sleep your body has been longing for. One peaceful night, followed by another, can feel like a gift you forgot you could give yourself. Habits 2. Your dinner may be secretly waking you up. For many of us, dinner is a time to wind down. You've made it through the day. Now comes a little comfort. Maybe a warm bowl of soup, a microwave meal, a handful of salty snacks while watching TV. It's quick. It's easy. It feels like a small reward. But here's the thing, my friend. Those simple evening meals, the frozen dinners, canned foods, deli meats, often carry more than just flavor. They carry a heavy load of salt, and salt quietly and steadily, changes how your body works through the night. When we eat salty or processed foods, especially late in the evening, the body starts to hold on to water, like a sponge, soaking up more than it can wring out. Then, as you lie down to sleep, your system tries to push that excess fluid out. Your bladder fills faster. Your prostate, already a little swollen with age, gets even more pressure. Suddenly, that peaceful night turns into 2, 3, even 4 bathroom trips. And it's not just about how often you wake up. It's about how your body feels while you're supposed to be resting. Your kidneys and heart stay busier. Your belly may feel heavy. And your lower pelvis, the area around your bladder and prostate, doesn't fully relax. You wake up tired, even after a full night in bed. I remember talking to a man named Roy. He was 76 and said, "Doc, I don't get it. I don't drink water late. I even pee before bed, but I'm still up all night." We took a closer look. His dinners? Canned chili, frozen entrees, salty crackers and snack mixes. They were easy, sure, but they were also inflaming his system without him knowing. Once he started making small changes, some steamed veggies, baked chicken, a bit of brown rice. The difference was quick and gentle. 3 nights later, he told me, "I didn't realize how much tension was building up down there." Our bodies hear everything we give them, and at night, when all you want is rest, your prostate needs less pressure, not more. Try this. Trade the salt for softness. Choose a light, warm meal. Cook fresh when you can. Even a bowl of oatmeal or a baked sweet potato can calm the system beautifully. Feed your body peace. It will repay you in stillness. And in the quiet of the night, you just might find yourself sleeping deeper and waking with a little more ease. Before we continue, I want to take a quiet moment to invite you. If you've found this helpful so far, and you care about your health, your peace of mind, and staying sharp as you grow older, please hit that subscribe button. It's the easiest way to stay connected to honest, thoughtful advice made just for you. Because aging with wisdom and strength isn't something we do alone. We do it together. Now, let's keep going. Habits. 3. Why ignoring nature's call is hurting your sleep. There's a familiar moment many of us have felt. You stir in the middle of the night. There's that gentle urge, the bladder calling. But you're warm under the blanket, tired, maybe even a little stubborn. You tell yourself, "I'll just go in the morning," and you roll over. It seems like no big deal, but inside your body, something else is happening. Something slow, silent, and over time, a little harmful. When you hold in your urine at night, your bladder doesn't just pause. It keeps filling, stretching, pushing outward against the walls of your lower belly and against the prostate. As it expands, your bladder starts to lose its natural bounce, its ability to contract fully. The muscles grow weaker, the walls become thinner, more sensitive. And when urine sits inside too long, it becomes a quiet breeding ground for bacteria and inflammation. What feels like a small choice, just 5 more hours of sleep, builds up night after night. And for a prostate that's already a little swollen, already struggling to help you empty fully, that kind of pressure adds up. I think of George, age 81. He was always kind, but honest. He told me, "I just don't want to get out of bed unless I have to." He hated interrupting his sleep, hated the shuffle to the bathroom, but what he didn't realize was the toll it was taking. He started waking up with tension in his belly. Even after peeing, he said, "It still felt like something was left behind." I gently encouraged him. Next time you feel the urge, even if it's mild, try listening. Within a week, things shifted. Less pressure, better flow in the morning, a body that felt lighter, freer, like it had been heard. The truth is, your body speaks quietly. It doesn't scream or demand. It whispers. And when it tells you it's time to go, it's not just about comfort. It's about balance, health, prevention. You don't have to jump up at every little nudge. But when that real urge arrives, honor it. Walk gently to the bathroom. Keep the lights low. Let the act be part of your body's rhythm, not a disruption. You'll return to bed lighter, calmer, and more able to rest. Sometimes, healing begins not with doing more, but with simply listening and responding with care. Habits 4. The sleep position that's pressuring your prostate. Let's talk about something most folks never think twice about: how you sleep. For many men, sleeping on the stomach feels familiar, comfortable. It may even feel like the only way to fall asleep. But as the years go by, that same position can quietly do more harm than good, especially to your lower body. When you lie flat on your belly, your weight shifts forward. That means all night long, there's steady pressure resting on your lower abdomen, right where your bladder and prostate live. Now think about that. Hours and hours, night after night, your pelvic region, the very place that's already working overtime with age, is being gently but consistently compressed. It might not feel like much, but over time, it interferes with blood flow. It stiffens the muscles in your lower belly. It disrupts the delicate rhythm of drainage and relaxation your prostate depends on. And when that flow is blocked, inflammation builds, tightness follows, and you wake up feeling heavy, sore, or just off. I remember Raymond. He was 74, a light-hearted man who always joked about his stubborn sleep habits. He'd sleep belly down, one leg curled up, arms tucked under the pillow. He didn't think twice about it until he started waking up with tightness in his gut. At first, he thought it was digestion, but nothing changed, no matter what he ate. That's when we looked at how he slept. With a little nudge, he tried side sleeping. Left side, pillow between his knees. And after a few weeks, he said something that stuck with me. I didn't realize how much tension I was holding until I let it go. You don't have to force yourself into something that feels strange, but give your body a chance to rest in a way that supports it. Lying on your side helps your organs settle naturally. A soft pillow between the knees eases pressure on the hips and spine. Even raising your legs slightly with a cushion or wedge can take weight off your lower belly. It's not about perfection. It's about kindness, night after night. Because while you sleep, your body does its healing. And how you lie during those hours matters more than most people ever realize. Try a small shift tonight. Your prostate, your bladder, your whole lower body might just thank you by morning. In the stillness of sleep, give yourself the freedom to truly rest. Habits 5. The one last trip to the bathroom that changes everything. You've brushed your teeth, washed your face. The lights are dim, the bed is warm, and your body feels ready to rest. But then, there's a faint signal, the soft nudge of your bladder. Maybe it's not urgent. Maybe it's easy to ignore. So you tell yourself, I'll go in the morning. And yet, that small choice, repeated night after night, can carry more weight than it seems. When you lie down with a bladder that's not quite empty, the pressure begins. Quiet, steady, low in the pelvis. That leftover urine presses gently but constantly against the bladder walls and against your already aging prostate. Over time, this soft but unrelenting pressure leads to inflammation. It tells the body, something's not finished, and that tension builds in the background, often showing up as interrupted sleep, morning discomfort, or that stubborn feeling of never quite emptying all the way. Worse still, when urine sits too long overnight, especially if your bladder doesn't fully empty in the morning, it can create the perfect conditions for bacteria to thrive. That's how mild infections begin. And for a sensitive prostate, that's the last thing you need. I remember Ernest, 16, proud and punctual in his ways. He once told me, "I never felt like I had to go that badly, so I just didn't." It became a habit. But over time, the night awakenings crept in. The heaviness in the morning wouldn't go away. It was subtle, but persistent. Then he made a simple shift. No fanfare, just a quiet promise to visit the bathroom before bed, every night, no matter what. And within days, he noticed something different. Deeper sleep, easier mornings, and in his own words, less tension down there. It's not about how full your bladder feels. It's about what your body needs. Just like brushing your teeth or turning out the light, that final trip to the bathroom can be an act of care, a ritual, a way of telling your system, we're done for the day. It's time to rest now. So even if you only release a little, do it anyway, not for urgency, for peace. Because sometimes the smallest acts send the strongest signals, and your prostate, your sleep, and your donor spirit will all feel the difference. Growing older doesn't mean giving up comfort. Far from it. It means learning how to listen a little more closely to those soft, quiet signals your body sends in the stillness. The late-night water, the salty snack before bed, the gentle urge you ignore, the way you curl into sleep, the "I'll just go in the morning." Each of these little things might seem harmless on their own, but over time they quietly build, placing strain on your prostate, tension in your belly, and restlessness in your nights. But here's the good news, and it's beautiful. You don't need some miracle pill. You don't need to turn your life upside down. What you need is a little kindness, a bit of attention, a soft shift in how you care for yourself, especially at night. So tonight, let your body breathe. Let your bladder empty. Let your prostate rest. Try one change, just one, and watch how something so small can make your night softer and your morning lighter. Which of these habits spoke to you the most? Was there one you didn't even realize you'd been doing? Leave a comment. Your story might be the one someone else needed to hear today. And if these gentle words helped you feel seen, cared for, or understood, please pass them along to someone you love. If you're listening to this, chances are you're like so many others, caring deeply about your health, your clarity of mind, and the quiet changes that come with growing older. Here on this channel, we don't give dry advice. We share real stories, gentle reflections, and simple, effective insights to help you stay healthy, sleep better, and feel more at ease, day by day. So go ahead and hit that subscribe button so you never miss a moment of valuable guidance. Because you deserve to enjoy your golden years, fully, peacefully, and with strength in both body and mind. Thank you for being here, and your mornings filled with peace.